All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Good Morning Xbox. I am your host, Axel1324.
And I'm Cool Cat Terry.
And I'm Eternal Shaddai.
Yes. And we have a great show for you guys planned today. But first, let's find out what everybody's been up to. Terry, what you been playing this week?
I've been playing some more Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah, how is it?
I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. I still haven't gotten done with Act 1 yet, though, but I'm only able to play once a week, so it's a slow burn for me, which is good because this game is supposed to be significantly shorter than the past games, so I'm managing to make it long. So that works out.
Cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That is on my backlog. I do want to play it. But yeah, you'll find out what I've been playing here soon.
And for the haters out there, once again, Skull and Bones is coming to Game Pass, so suck it. Suck it, nerds!
Nerds. All right.
The one that's fun.
Eternal Shaddai, what have you been... Oh, sorry. Eternal Expedition, what have you been playing?
Just like the name says right here, Expedition 33.
Yeah. Tell us about it. What do you think so far?
Do you want me to save it until the last one?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Don't say anything, Shaddai. Forget what I said.
The only thing that I can say is 14 hours and 40 minutes.
Is that how long it took you? Or how long you've been playing?
Been playing level 21 right now.
Okay, yep. Okay, cool. Cool beans. All right, so you can see my name, Lies of Axel 1324. I've been playing Lies of P still. I feel like I'm getting to the end. The bad guys are getting very weird. I love that every level has, every time I hit a save point, new bad guys come out. And there's so far I've hit maybe 30 save points, and every time I go to a new area, it's a new type of bad guy, and I got to figure out their little nuances. And I ran into a bad guy that I'm like, why is this guy a tank? Why can't I hit him? It turns out that he's one of the bosses where you got to break his. He has a tank of
diesel,
huh?
Like diesel.
It's almost like their Bane, mini Banes. Right? He has a little tank of fluid, and if I break his tank, he's easy to beat. But if I don't break his tank, he's a tank. And it's crazy. So I got to dodge and move around till I get behind him and break the tank. So it's getting super interesting. I'm loving it. I got taken down by a boss last night, but then I'm like, okay, let me take everything I just saw and apply some strategery to it, and I beat him second try. So I'm to that point in Souls games where I can beat a lot of bosses first try, right? Mm-hmm. But every now and again, I do run into bosses that give me trouble. Earlier this week, I ran into a boss that I had to beat, that I had to try 10 times, and I was cursing and everything. I mean, it was bad. So every now and again, I do run into bosses I struggle to, but very rarely.
Sounds like me when I play Sekiro.
Yeah, sure.
It took me a month just to beat the first boss. So yes, understood.
Yeah, it took me 3 days to beat Lady Butterfly. So yeah. I'm loving Lies of P. And of course, I'm still playing with my friends. We started 33 Immortals. It's pretty fun. For being on game preview, it's pretty fun. It's definitely a grind, though. Definitely a grind. You're going to be grinding away at that game. So it's definitely meant to be long played, but every session is a little different. I still haven't run into every type of bad guy, and it definitely is a team-based game. If too much of your team dies, you're all going to die. Or if too much of your team is clueless on how to beat the last boss, you're all going to die. It's pretty bad. It's funny because there's 4 of us, so the 4 of us know what to do. But we're in there with a bunch of noobs who don't know what to do, and you just see them get deleted when it gets to the boss. And you can't, I've never won against the boss was with less than 20 people. So, only 13 of them are allowed to die, if you will. I've never beaten it. My friend said that one time he found a group that beat it where there was 14 of them. And I'm like, wow. But they must have all known what was going on.
Mm.
So, yeah. It's definitely a great game. All right. But enough of what we've been playing. Chat, let us know what you've been playing. We always love to hear what you have to say. Let's check in with the chat real quick. Up first is my good buddy, Doggy420. Thank you so much for being here. He says, good morning, everyone. What's up, Doggy? What's up?
Doggy.
Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Stanley Francois joins us. He says, LFG, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. Shout out to Sir X-Man. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Of course, you can catch Sir X-Man with Noof Nukem over on Gaming After Dark every Tuesday. Starts at 8 p.m. my time, so I don't know what time it is. Regular.
It's at 9.
I think it's 9, yeah, but it's 8 p.m.
Eastern time.
Yeah. Let's see who else we got. We got Eternal Should Die. All right, Doggy Dog's telling us what he's been playing. He's been playing Lunar Remastered, finished God of War Judgment, and started A Way Out. Oh man,
I love that game. A Way Out.
A Way Out was good, but the sequels are better. Like it just keeps getting better and better and better. So,
but remember that's their first one before they. I mean, Joseph.
That's not their first game.
But it was their first split screen multiplayer.
No.
Yeah.
What she's trying to mean is brothers. But remember,
this was a split screen. It was on the same screen.
As a split screen, yes. But Joseph Ferris did brothers. So I could say yes, is the first one because that's under his new company.
Yeah, that's the new way he's doing it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but Brothers is great. No, I'm not saying anything again that it's their first game on their studio, but it's the first one in the new split screen formula that has gotten them Game of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great stuff. Doggy Dog says, "And oh yeah, Fatal Fury, City of Wolves. Oh, because Shay Marimu or whatever came on it. What's her name? You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, that one.
Shay Marimu. You don't know who she is?
I don't play, and I haven't played or never played Fatal Fury, so yes.
Who is it? It's like Shay Marimu. I don't know. Final Fight, I think is where she's from, or something like that. I don't know how to spell her name. Whatever.
Okay. My Shiranui. I mean Shirinui.
Yeah. There we go. My Shiranui. I got it. I got my S and my F. All right, so it's M-A-I Shara.
No, Shirinui. Shirinui.
Shirinui.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And let me see. Let me help Terry out here. See if she recognizes her because she has a different outfit for City of Wolves. Here we go. I think this one should be appropriate. Yeah. Here you go, Terry. Here she is.
No clue.
No clue.
No clue.
Maybe she needs to see her in action or something.
I don't play Fatal Fury, so no clue.
No clue. All right. Whatever. All right, here we go. Let's move it along. Shout out to Big B Money. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP, and he's very excited for Doom. Absolutely. Shout out to Crazy Greek Dude. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. Cheo Walker's in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you being here. Oh, here we go. And he did my Shadanui. And that's why she got it. He got it. Yeah. So there you go. And he also spelled it wrong. See? How could you spell your own girlfriend's name wrong, doggy? How could you? This is why she's not with you right now.
Because she's from Tinu.
Yeah. See, look, Terry, you don't recognize her yet?
No, I don't play Fatal Fury. I don't know any character in that game.
She's so famous. She's
not famous enough. I never heard of her.
She's the original physics girl.
Not famous enough. Okay, you know what? I don't.
She's the original physics girl. You know what I'm talking about when I say physics?
Sure, but I'm just saying, like,
you're talking about
not famous enough. All right.
She's the original bouncing physics girl.
I don't play Guilty Gear, but I still know Soul Bad Guy's the main guy in Guilty Gear. Okay, that's famous. Whoever the heck she is, she's not that famous. I don't know who the heck she is. Never heard of her.
Maybe she's got her emotion.
So actually, he's talking about Dead or Alive physics.
Physics. That's right. Let's see. Let's keep it going here. Shout out to Seth Lord. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. And as always, thank you so much for tuning out the show. Appreciate you, buddy. Shout out to Cyber Gunther. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. And he is also on Expedition 33. He says it's awesome. Yeah. And let's see. Sith Lord says he took his son to see Revenge of the Sith 20th anniversary. He loved it. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's true. They put it back. That's true.
Big Money is disappointed in you, Terry. So of emotions. So full of emotions. Let's see. Searchman is excited for Power Stone.
Oh my
Absolutely.
God.
Power Stone is awesome.
What do you mean? They're gonna release it?
Yeah.
Yo, I love that. I will buy it quick.
All right, so as always, well, not as always, but as recently, we're going to start today's show with a trailer. You ready, Terry?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Yes.
I got little volume on. Hopefully, it's not anything that's going to. No volume needed. All right, it's a magic show, Terry. Are you ready? Oh, they got Algae TV out on the magic show, Terry. Oh, what's this? Oh, he's going to pull something out of the hat. What is it? What is it? It's a controller, Terry. Some games. And this is Xbox Game Pass. And drum roll, please, everybody.
So I just place a controller in front of the TV.
Wait,
yes.
Wait. Oh, hold on. The magic trick went wrong. He forgot to hit the magic button. And booyah!
This is the cheesiest commercial.
I know, right?
I don't like it at all. I don't
so
like
fun.
this at all. This is making us a laughing stock. Like, turn this off.
It's so funny, man.
I can't.
This LG Smart TV is now an Xbox, baby. That's right. So before it used to be exclusive to Samsung's, but now LG TVs join the cloud gaming experience, and this is not an Xbox. And of course, they had a big old reveal on it. Let me see. There we go. This LG TV is an Xbox. So they're expanding the Xbox app to more TV manufacturers. So it included Samsung. Now it includes LG TV. And it will also soon expand to Stand By Me screen. I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah,
right?
It's probably something in another country.
Yeah, let me see what. I don't know what that is. And I was so busy last night.
I haven't
It's a
heard
rollable smart TV with a battery. Okay. All right. So, of course, you can play your Xbox games on Xbox Game Pass, but also you have access to any games you've purchased. So that's cool. Compatible LG TVs. It goes all the way back to 2022, some 2022s. The only requirement to this is that it has to be. Where is it? Here it is. Nope. All right. This is the compatible devices. Here we go. Smart TVs. So on LG, they have to be WebOS 24 or newer versions to be compatible. So they announced it. You got to download the app, of course, and connect your account, and you're good to go. You're good to go on LG TV. This is an Xbox, Terry. They're expanding. What do you think?
Awesome.
All right. What do you think?
I said a long time ago that they're going to be on more TVs, so you wouldn't have to have a console. I said that a long time ago.
This is really good for me because all my TVs are LG TVs. And so I'm definitely going to check out if this can happen. Now, not on this TV because my real Xbox is connected to this one.
See,
I'm talking about my TVs out there.
I remember the conversation because you were having a lot of Axel tears at the moment.
Have you checked on Axel lately?
You were not having the idea of having the app on and doing the app way because you want your physical content, and I'm like, no, you're going to get an app and you're gonna love it. And guess what? You got an app and you freaking love it.
Once they started adding the play my own games anywhere, I think that's what changed me. I think that's what comforted.
He's a changed man.
Well, changed man. Phil Spencer found it. He found what the key to my soul. Shadai, what do you think?
What I think, I am not surprised. I am not surprised that they're still expanding. But for me, it's not the best experience because, man, the reaction for anything that you want to open in the TV is so slow. I'm like, nope.
Maybe you need a newer TV, man. My TV
actually, they're newer TVs, but it's just the reaction time is so slow, and I'm like, no. How can
have you updated your TV?
Actually, I have a monitor, but when I have to open the Netflix,
how are you talking about having? You're talking about the TV, but when you don't even have the TV, you have a monitor.
Because I have it. Because in this house, there's 2 TVs on one monitor, and when I have to deal with one or the other, the reaction time is so slow. So I'm like, no.
Maybe you need to stop buying TVs like Black Friday special TVs. You got to spend the full Monty like I do.
No,
on these high-end TVs.
I'm like, no. That is not the best experience whatsoever.
You just having bad latency, like.
Maybe he buys
Well, I
Vizio
do have
TVs or something.
Hey, don't make fun of Vizio. Vizio makes some quality TVs. Don't make fun of Vizio.
Well, I know, like I say, they're not my TV. So one I think is Sansui, and the other one I can't even remember.
Okay, that's your problem.
Okay, yeah, see, okay, I was right. Okay, yeah, I was right. There you go, Terry. All right. Yeah.
But like I
We're
said,
talking about LG TVs here, should I? LG TVs, not whatever brand you just mentioned.
It's not mine, but I think it's called.
Wait a minute. We're not here for brands. I'm talking about.
Yeah, we are. We're talking about literally Xbox app coming to LG TVs. We're talking about a specific brand.
Don't be coming out here with your TV.
You're mentioning because it's the LG brand, but when it says right there, smart TV.
Well, what's the word right before? What's the word right before? Don't be skipping this word. What's this word right here? Should I?
That's only one thing you just said in that.
Hold on. I also did this. Hold on. Let's go. Hold on. What did I do?
The WebOS 20, whatever it is.
It clearly stated Samsung and LG. So if you don't have Samsung or LG,
look, I clicked on smart TVs. Right here. What are the only two brands listed, Shadai? What are the only 2 brands? Let me zoom in. Xbox, zoom in for Shadai.
He mentioned Samsung,
so he can see it on his tiny monitor.
But
what is this? But
Terry mentioned Vizio. That's another smart TV. I don't care if
I didn't mention Vizio. Axel brought up.
I'm making fun of your brand, Vizio.
That's what I'm saying. Those are the only 2. But there's other smart TV also.
There are lots of smart TVs, yes, but they've always specified Samsung in the beginning, and now they're specifying LG. They never just flat out saying, "Hey, it's available on all smart TVs." They've never branded it that way.
Okay, so
they've never branded it that way.
So in general, because I mentioned Sensui or whatever it is, for me, they're all the same. They're gonna react slow.
No,
I don't care
they're not
who
all the same. They're not all the same.
You can't be. WebOS is amazing.
They all have different features. They have different features. Okay, they're going to be different.
Well, of course, they're not the same because one is named Samsung and the other one is named.
Not just name. Okay, they're gonna have different like hertz and like for your different frame rates, and they're all gonna behave differently. They're not the same.
Of course, one is Samsung and the other one's LG. Of course, they're not the same.
Oh dear Lord. Okay, let's move on.
Move on, guys.
I'm gonna strangle him. Move on, please.
A smart TV is a smart TV. See, it's very simple.
All right.
It's like saying a smartphone's a smartphone, and when clearly Apple is inferior, no one should use that.
Shout out to B Nice. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. I don't know how we got off on this.
Hey, we should continue. It's getting good, anyways.
It is entertaining. I'll give you that much. And cool. Xbox is great. Yeah. Let's see. Shout out to Fastback. Thank you so much for being here. You're the real MVP. And he says he's been playing the Oblivion Remaster.
Let's see. I'm going for that one.
Sir X-Man says he got a 75-inch LG TV. Absolutely. That's awesome. Woo! That's good. And B-Nice says he's been playing Oblivion Remastered, which is awesome again. Shout out to Cyber Gunther again. And shout out to Lydia Sarmiento. Sarmiento. There we go. Lydia Sarmiento. He says, hello again from the beautiful Dominican Republic. Thanks so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Let's see. Cyber Gunther says he has a TLC. Doggy Dog says, Samsung. What the? Yeah. Instead of getting a Samsung, he got a Sansui.
Well, that's the son of Samsung, Sansui.
No, it's not.
Crazy Great Dude says, hi, said greater than Vizio.
True story. The son of Samsung's in prison right now. True story. the Samsung.
Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP.
The the Samsung dynasty. Man, they're having so many problems.
My God. My name is Captain Ketch. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Says, what have I walked into? It literally a triple threat match. Yeah.
This is like a TLC type.
Big B Money says, the Soldier Boy, who is ass? Shaddai doesn't use an Xbox. He uses a Soldier Boy console.
Oh, wow.
Cyber Gunther says he got that TV from jail.
Hey.
Oh my God.
The Alcatraz TV.
Let's see. Fastback says, I like the idea of having a TV in multiple rooms to game from. Saves money from buying multiple consoles, especially when you have a big family. Absolutely, Fastback. That is
but
awesome.
when they want to watch TV, you're like, change it.
People don't do drugs. Absolutely. Drugs are bad, everybody. Oh, my God. Let's see. Shout out to Happy Cloud Gamer. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. We were just talking about how cloud gaming is coming to RG smart TVs, which is going to be wrong. Let's see. Crazy Greek dude, absolutely. Always on the TV has a lot to do with it. Absolutely. Agreed. Let's see. Be Nice says he's been rotating everything. He's been playing Starfield Shattered Space to present. Absolutely awesome.
I gotta play that too.
Even my wife is calling you out. Shout out to my beautiful wife. She's the real MVP. She says Mr. Shaddai is this fraud smart TV. Oh my gosh. She called you out.
I learned it from the best, which is Doggy. He's fraud for JRPG, so yes.
Yeah. And Cyber Gunther says his TV was 500 plus. My TVs are like 2,000 plus, 3,000 plus.
No wonder.
Hey, dude, you want the best, you got to pay for the best.
Yeah, but it's only for 4 years, so no.
No. I keep these TVs until they die. Until they die, Shaddai. What's that, a dead pixel? You're still good. What's that? A line through the screen? You're still good.
That's why. That's why I gotta send Sui.
Send Sui. Oh my goodness! All right, let's move along. All right, let me see what we got. Oh, I forgot to make this. Hold on. Yeah, that works. Okay. All right, let's move along, shall we?
Send Sui box.
Here you go, Shaddai. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's do it. Here we go. A new controller got announced, everybody. This one is called the Revolution X Unlimited. With the ultimate FPS controller. That's what they're calling it. Aim, shoot, play. Good. Now this one is cool because it has Hall Effect joysticks, Xbox branded buttons, and it's available in so there you go. 2024?
So what's with the Nacon part? Because that's throwing me because there's also a game studio called Nacon. So it's throwing me.
Same here.
I thought this thing was just announced, but whatever. Oh, it's the Revolution Pro that got announced. Ow. My bad, guys. Let me click on the Revolution Pro. Whatever. Okay, whatever. The Revolution controllers, right? Let's just go to it. The Revolution controllers are, they have the Bluetooth branding of Xbox, which you know they hold very, very near and dear to their heart, right? It has the Xbox button, it has the share button, the XY, the menu button, and the Windows button. But the best part about these Nacon controllers is that they have Hall effects. So they will never get joystick drift, which is awesome, right? You do get a touchscreen on it to adjust everything. So instead of having a bunch of buttons, you got touchscreen for volume control, mic on and off, remapping your buttons, and syncing to select what device your controller syncs to. So here it's synced to the TV, but let me see if they can show the picture of the Xbox. But they also have one that shows an Xbox to show that it's synced to the Xbox. So yeah, instant triggers. Mechanical precision, micro switch components, customization via LCD screen, which includes intuitive customization, mapping program, and audio source mixing. Hall effects magnetic technology, which I hope becomes standard here soon.
Can you make it bigger? Like the letters are a little bit small.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Itty bitty.
Yep.
Itty
bitty.
Right. Wireless connectivity, of course, it has the 2.4 USB radio frequency and Bluetooth compatible with Android devices. Right?
Android.
Oh, and it also, like when it's they also advertised, I saw this on the Pro one again, that the latency on it goes from 2 milliseconds, but if you wire connect it, it drops to 1 millisecond. So that's cool.
Wait, so it's wireless and wired?
Yeah, just like a controller, you can plug a wire into an Xbox controller. Should I?
Oh, I was thinking of something else.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Vibrations are in there. High performance PC mode. Latency reduced to 1 millisecond with wired connection and 2 millisecond with wireless connection. It has a gyroscope, so you can aim if you're a control aimer. You can gyroscope to aim and all that good stuff. 10 hours of battery life for extended gameplay without needing to recharge the controller, and a charging dock. So there you go, guys. And it's available for 200 euros, so probably around 250 US dollars.
God, jeez.
So what do you think? What do you think, Terry? Are you gonna get this Nacon controller?
How much is it?
200 euros right here, but could be up to 250 USD.
I think that's better value than the what's the other Xbox controller that everybody goes crazy about?
The Wolverine?
No. The actual Xbox one.
Oh, the Elite?
Yeah, the Elites. I always thought the Elites weren't really enough bang for the buck. So this
your ears, Elite. Don't listen to her.
I feel like this is better. I feel like, and the Elites cost about the same as this, right, or more than this?
If you get a full blown Elite, it costs about $200. Yeah.
This is a better value for you. I would rather buy this than an Elite.
But if you get an Elite Core, it's only like $120 or something like that. But it drops down on sale to $80. So
I think this is a better value. And I like how the technology looks like it belongs in this generation. Mm-hmm. You know, like we're still making controllers, you know, that don't look high tech. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, no, I like it. I like that it, you know, it's got that tech vibe. I like that a lot. I like the screen on it, you know?
Sweet. All right. Well, there you go. Terry's in. Shadai, you in? You're going to send them $200. Terry, this better be in next week so you can show it to us.
Next week.
Okay.
Sold out. I can't get it.
Okay. The first thing that concerned me, because I'm like, yes, the batteries that I had, they're kind of wacky, is the way you charge. It's not cord. It's like they have like 3 metal things behind the controller.
Yeah, you get the charging, but they also provide the charging dock.
See, you get more value. It's more value. Yeah, I feel like you're paying almost $200 for the Elite, and all you're really paying for is extra buttons on the back. Like, it's not really worth it to me. So this has more going on with it. I mean, $200 is still very expensive for a controller, but at least they have something to back it up.
See, yeah. I think it's because I'm
waiting. Is the charging dock? It comes with it.
Okay, no, I saw another one. The one that you sent, it had like behind the controller like 3 dots. Like it just you just place it and it just charges automatically. Not like that. I don't know which one you showed me on the DM.
Yeah, it does have just three little dots on it that you
put on
the
but
dock.
That's like a charger, but like on a charger, and I'm like, that reminds me like in the other controllers when you have those rechargeables batteries.
Yeah, the little kits on the back. Yeah, I know,
so
I know what you're talking about when you used to buy those charging docks. I love those.
Yeah. I'm like, no, they don't charge correctly.
Really?
Yeah, because when I had those,
what are you doing?
No, because I know I charge correctly, and they don't charge fully. They're like 3/4 charge, and I'm like, what? I'm like, this is it. It's supposed to be full. So every single time I had to change all the time, like it's not charging correctly, or is the way it's made. I don't know. It was crappy. So I'm concerned about that. But other than that, I do have a Wolverine, but I have the version 2 on open yet. I still have it right there.
Ooh, I want a Wolverine. Send me one if you don't want to open it. I got you.
But that one is wired. It's like because I know the wireless is somewhere around what, like $150?
Well, no, it's that Xbox Bluetooth tech is like protected. They don't only license it out to a few people, and I think they do license it out to the Wolverine brand.
Well, remember they have something with Razer. Every single time Xbox says something is like collaborated with Razer.
Yeah, and I love it. I have my Razer Halo mouse and all this stuff. So yeah, I understand what you're saying, Shadai. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I have the Razer too right here. See, I got the small Razer.
Well, hold on, let me see.
No, it's not a Razer. It's a Hyperkin.
Okay. It's an 8-bit though. Yeah.
No, but I am interested. But it seems like the analog stick is a little bit higher than your regular controller. But yes.
Okay. And by the way, Terry, this is the Namcon that makes games. See, they make the video games here.
See, I thought that logo looked like the studio. That's why it was throwing me. It was throwing me because I recognized it because I played their games. So I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, they do the video games. So yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I'm with you. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, because I'm like, I recognize Nacon for because I played their games, and I'm like, wait a minute. But that's cool that they're making a peripheral.
Well, yeah. So you can see some of their older, cheaper models, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like they're new, right? They got the mobile controller MXG Pro for your cell phones. So these guys are, trying a lot of stuff. So shout out to them. They're not just a video game brand; they're a hardware brand too. So that's cool.
But this is the thing. It reminds me, when Xbox said, actually, it was like a, how you call it? I know they were asking people what do you think of what is it that they have, the PlayStation have? The haptic feedback.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think this one have that too?
No, not third party. No way.
Okay.
Maybe on their own games, but there's no way they'd have the API for haptic feedback to determine all that for Xbox. If Xbox hasn't released the haptic feedback API, ain't nobody gonna have it.
But I mean, I'm talking about this one right here, the Nacon one. Does it have it?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, the way it sounded like it's somewhat like it's trying to go that direction. That's how it sounded like. But yes, I am interested. The price is kind of a little bit steep.
I'll wait till it's on sale. Clearance it out, Nacon. I'm in. And
I see a D-pad a bit bigger than your usual. So yes, I am interested.
All right. Let's see what the chat has to say. Hold on. Let me catch up. Let me catch up to the chat. Sorry. All right, here we go. Chat was flying. Let me see how's it going. Shout out to Dan, the man Cunningham. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, "Hey all, how's everybody doing today? Doing good." Shout out to Graphic God. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP, and of course, he does all the graphics here on the Iconic Video Games channel. He is the Graphic God. Be sure to hit him up if you got any artwork that needs doing. Fastback is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says this controller looks clean. It does. Let's see. Happy Cloud Gaming says, is that the controller that will have Wi-Fi cloud gaming as well? No. It is not. Sorry, Happy Cloud Gamer. Let's see. Doggy Dog says, no thanks, $200. And he says that the Elite is $189 is way too much, but the Elite Core is already $1 if you look around. Yeah, absolutely, they are. Fastback says this controller won't work on Eternal's Flea Market's C-Smart TV. C-Mart TV. Let's see. Sarksman says the Elite controller battery lasts 36 to 40 hours on a charge and has hair trigger adjustment for shooters, has tension adjustment for the joysticks. He loves it. Let's see. DE says the Revolution X has 6 programmable buttons. That's a win. Absolutely. Shout out to your Wicked Hot. Thank you so much for being here. You can also catch him every Tuesday on Gaming After Dark with Noof Nukem. Let's see. And you are the real MVP. Appreciate you. Let's see. Crazy Greek Dude says the Elite 2 controller is my worst Xbox related purchase ever. It's bad. I hate the rubber. It doesn't add grip. It makes it slippery for me. The rubber peels. Left bumper breaks. I haven't had any of those issues. The rubber peels, yeah, but not a lot. Like, I don't know, and I glue it back on, so I'm good. Super glue. Gorilla glue, my friend.
The fact that you have to glue it back on, that you shouldn't have to do that. Not for that price point.
It's because,
not for that price. Not for that price point, dude. Like, you can get a freaking $60 Xbox controller that doesn't have those problems.
I enjoy the paddles way too much to ever go back to a regular controller, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, but
I love collecting the special edition controllers, right? Because they look neat, and I'll use them like for a little bit, but then I always go back to my Elite controllers. Always.
Look, if you gotta get super glue out, then that's not worth the money. That's
if I gotta spend another $3, you know what? I don't even buy the super glue.
Super glue is expensive. At least the good stuff.
If I use the super glue that I bought 10 years ago to fix my controller, I'm okay. Right? Yeah, let's see. DE says 2 programmable shoulder buttons and 4 programmable back buttons. Yeah, it does have buttons on the back. Let's see. Yeah, it does have buttons on the back here.
See, that's the part that I was talking about, the 3 dots. Stuff.
So yeah, and you can program these top buttons up here.
That's actually similar to. It's actually similar to this one.
So there you go. Yeah. Let's see. Keep going. Dan the man says he's too frugal for $200 controllers.
Yeah.
And yes, everybody, please hit that like and share button. It helps us get discovered, especially in the live section of YouTube where we compete. So appreciate it. So yeah. Oh yeah, and by the way, Terry, these 9-con controllers are the ones that get modded so people can cheat.
You know what? That is actually true. When I read, they're like, well, if you want to play Battle Royale, you could have like precise aim. And I'm like, wait, what? Like you could actually cheat.
And I think now that this one has an LCD screen, it's going to start to be, instead of physical mods, it's going to be software mods. Yeah, so here we go. Let's see. DE says, those green shoulder buttons are sexy, though. Absolutely. Doggy Dog says, I've had so many Elite controllers, I've never had a problem with one of them, right? Yeah. Yeah. And Happy Cloud Gamer says, how do people use controllers? I've never broken any controller. I dropped soda on one of my collectible controllers, and I still have it. I haven't gotten rid of it, but it hasn't worked since. The X button, you push it, and it stays pushed, and it slowly pop. And then you push it again, and wait, pop out. And I tried everything to get that controller to work, but the only reason I keep it now is just for aesthetics. All right, moving on. Are we ready? Anybody else got anything to say about Netcon controller? Because we're ready to move on.
No con.
There you go. And by the way, 4.5 out of 5 stars, so not bad. All right, Terry, are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready? So I know somebody here was saying that they just saw the Revenge of the Sith with their kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's take a look at this right here. I'm going to turn the volume down. But game engine footage, not all images appear in game. So there you go. Oh, what is this shit? What is it?
Nah. No clue.
Well, what does it look like? Oh, look at film games.
I was going to say Everspace.
From Respawn, Respawn, the guys that haven't missed so far.
That's actually true.
Yeah. They're coming in.
Well, a little bit on Survivor because of the technical issue, just a little bit.
And there are words to all this, by the way, but I'm just not putting it on there because, EA will copyright strike me like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go, Terry. Are you ready for this Star Wars game? You know you love Star Wars.
No, I'm a Trekkie. No, I'm not ready.
I thought you were an EA fan.
Oh, it looks like we're back in the Clone Wars. There's some clone troopers. I saw them. Yeah, those are clone troopers, not stormtroopers. Yeah, clone troopers.
This guy looks way too serious.
Oh, man.
It's supposed to
He's got his game face on. Oh, he's got a Jedi lightsaber.
He got chains.
Oh, you got Mandalorians.
That's Boba Fett.
That wasn't Boba Fett.
What? Oh, man.
And it looks like you got scoundrels and droids. Here we go. Let's see what's going on here.
See, look, Boba Fett.
The one guy without a helmet. Here we go.
Here we go. Star Wars Zero Company announced. Here we go. Some gameplay of it. Oh, is this an Axel game?
Is it tactics?
What? Is this an awesome tactics game?
Okay, now I'm in. I don't like Star Wars, but I like tactics. I'm in.
Yes.
I'm in.
Coming 2026, though. Zero Company announced. Here you go. Star Wars Zero Company has been announced by EA. Command and Elite Squad through a gritty and authentic story set in the twilight of the Clone Wars. You will step into the shoes of Hawks, a former Republic officer who leads Zero Company, an unconventional outfit of professionals for hire hailing from across the galaxy, coming in 2026. Terry,
Man,
you getting this?
As soon as I saw it was tactics, I'm in. But it will be backlog because I still haven't finished Gears Tactics. Like I gotta go back and finish it. But like no, I do really enjoy tactical games. So this is definitely will be on my to-do list.
All right, so they just unveiled this one. It's a campaign. It's a turn-based tactics campaign with deep strategy and gripping Star Wars storytelling. Shaddai, are you in?
I have zero interest.
Oh, you don't like tactics.
I do have Gears Tactics. It's just that I try my best, and I'm like, it's hard for me to get into those type of genres.
Oh my gosh, man! I am in. Look at these screenshots.
He's a spray and pray kind of gamer. He can't use his brain. So
that's what it is for his Samsui.
That's what it is.
Wait, look at this. They got the reticle. And I love tactics games because they're perfect for controller input, right, Terry?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I mean, look at this. Oh, you got battle droids. Oh my gosh. I am actually excited for this.
Man, I would love a Star Trek game like this. That'd be so awesome. Can you imagine them making a Star Trek tactics game like this?
Oh. What?
Oh.
I need it. I need it in my life.
They did already make Star Trek Tactics game. I mean, it's got like green and black graphics, but they made it.
No, they gotta make like a good one. Like no.
All right, so there you go, everybody. Star Wars Tactics game, Star Wars Zero Company. I'm in. I love this.
See, it says right there, Zero Company, zero interest. For some reason, it's titled like that.
Zero interest. Wow, should I? That was a good one. I love it. All right, let's see. Let's see. Happy Cloud Gamer said Old Republic. Nope. Old Republic with triple K.
Aren't they remaking Old Republic or something?
I don't know. Fastback is definitely in on this. Happy Cloud Gamer says, cool. And that's another thing, Happy Cloud Gamer, is that tactics games play great on cloud. Awesome. Can you read this for us, Shaddai?
Oh.
Doggy Dog says, meh, like a cat. Fastback says, reminds me of Knights of the Old Republic Combat. Knights of the Old Republic Combat was dice-based. So, yeah. Chael Walker says he's going to be looking into that. Doggy Dog says this again. Should I read this? Read your buddies.
Strategy crap. LOL. Yes. Yes, Doggy. I'm in with you. I'm with you on this one.
Big B Money. And, of course, he's agreeing with Shaddai right here.
Of course. Hell yes. It's not supposed to be Eternal Shaddai. It's supposed to be Eternal Expedition. But thank you.
Happy Cloud Gaming says, I want that Star Wars Zero Company to have touch controls on xCloud. This game, I like on xCloud on my phone. Yeah, it would be great at touch controls, but we'll see if EA lets Xbox add it. Some of them don't. Shaddai, you read your buddy's guy.
My tactic is to avoid this. Yes. That one, I don't know about that one. Rather have a Star Wars suits, like, no.
Oh, my God. Let's see. Rest in peace, TVs. There you go. They're still on the TVs. I can't believe the TVs were such a touchy thing.
Hey.
Let's see.
I told you, anything that is Sansui based, of course, is a hot topic.
Oh, my goodness. Happy Cloud Gamer says, I've been playing Oblivion Remastered. So that's what he's been playing. Awesome. Love it. All right, let's see. Fastback says Eternal Shaddai needs to stop buying TVs from the flea markets. Oh, shout out again to Dan the Man Cunningham. Thank you so much for being here. Did I already do this? It's repeating all the chats for some reason. I'm sorry, guys. Let me scroll all the way down. I lost it. All right. Let's see. Shadai says, "Could you?" Sorry, Sarasman is talking about my cold weather. I live in Texas, sir. There's no such thing. It was like 100 degrees this week. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be. Geez, getting summer already.
Oh, here we go. Doggy Dog fixed this stuff. Say it with him, Shadai.
Rather have a Star Wars Souls well, don't we have that for Survivor?
Yeah, what the new one is the
Survivor.
Survivor, yeah.
And Fallen Order is
Jedi Survivor, Fallen Order, yeah. It's a Souls light, yeah. So there you go. All right, Terry. So you're in. I'm in. Shadai's out.
Yes. No interest. Yes.
I can't believe this. This game is. It looks so good.
And the thing is that I have played, what is it called? Miasma Chronicles. But I'm like, God, geez, if they don't know how to do it correctly, I will not play it.
I don't know. Let's take a look at it one more time for Shadai.
Oh,
look how good this looks, Shadai. Just look at it. Look at it.
You know what? What could make it serious? You could turn off the camera for Terry and for yours, so it could actually say Zero Company, since you guys are, in favor of that game.
This looks awesome.
It looks so good. I'm so in.
I love a good tactics game. So
I hope it's good because it is not that easy to get tactics games to work. So
you know what? I want a full-on droid uprising because the droid abuse is real in every single thing they make with Star Wars. Like everybody just abuses. Everyone just abuses all the droids. Even the really nice sweet droids get shot, get beat up, get abandoned or salvaged. Like,
you know why, Terry? Because we can beat our kids. And you know what? Don't make me kill you because I will make one that looks just
droid
like
abuse.
you.
Droid abuse. The droid abuse is real in Star Wars.
I'm just kidding. By the way, child abuse is bad.
No, man.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. All right. So let's move it along, shall we? Up next, we got a bit of an announcement. A big announcement. So, some people track players using their own internal systems, right? And True Achievements uses an internal system, and South of Midnight is the fifth most popular day one Xbox Game Pass game of all time.
Oh, I still gotta play it. I haven't gotten to it.
The fifth most played day one game ever.
That's impressive.
Midnight.
That's impressive.
Right? So they do say that they use their own internal system, right? Our exclusive game trends data from a representative sample of 3.1 million Xbox accounts. Now again, these are just Xbox accounts, right? Show that South of Midnight is the fifth most popular day one Game Pass game of 2025 so far. Right? South of Midnight was 52% more popular than critical darling Blueprint on Xbox Game Pass. So they do like to do deep dives into Game Pass, so that's also cool, right? It is a console exclusive, right? But of course, if you're signed into True Achievements through your PC, it will track you on PC as well, right? So that is cool for True Achievements, right? So here is the list of the most popular day one Game Pass games so far. Number 1 is Avowed, and number 2 is Adamfall. Number 3 is Sniper Elite Resistance. That one is a surprise. Number 4 is Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. Number 5 is South of Midnight. Number 6 is Crime Scene Cleaner. Number 7 is Eternal Strands. Number 8 is Lonely Mountain Snow Riders. Orcs Must Die. Death Trap is number 8. Number 10 is Mullet Mudjack. Don't even know what that is.
I've heard of that one, yeah.
And number 11 is Blueprints. So you can see all these day ones are all in 2025. So Game Pass is growing, which is great.
I got a beef with this headline now because they literally were trying to make it sound like this is this big achievement beating Blueprints, but Blueprints isn't even in the top 10. So why are they even using Blueprints as their example for the headline? Like that makes no sense. Not even in the top 10.
I think it's the time frame when they actually were doing that. I think they said that.
It's stupid.
It's stupid. I think it's super cool. What do you think, Shadai, about South of Midnight? Which a lot of people, everything who's played it has good, being the fifth most popular day one title so far.
My opinion, that is actually very impressive for actually reaching fifth on that list, because they had a lot of hype behind it and a lot of marketing. I really wanted to play this also the game. It just I never had the chance to because I was looking for more of expedition.
Mm-hmm.
But I am very no, I'm just surprised. I really am. Even though they do have some crazy backlash, I don't know for what, but yes, I'm very impressed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very, very impressed.
I think it's super cool. Can't ever go wrong with that. I think I'm super happy somebody is tracking this because Xbox sometimes doesn't give you the data, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm super glad someone is tracking this. So I think that's super duper cool because as a statistics guy myself, I think that is awesome to always get some interesting statistics. And I love it that they show the list. They don't just say, "Oh, this is the 5th most," and they don't ever tell you about the rest, right? So I also love that they show you the list, as Terry said, because what was it? That Blueprints wasn't even in the top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. I think that's super duper awesome. And Shaddai sent me, and I think that if you see the list, so let me go back down to the list. Hold on, I know you guys can see it. I'm getting to the list. If I go to the list, you can see that all these titles are in 2025. And Shaddai sent me a link from
Ecstasies.
Showing that Game Pass is targeting 50 million and on track to be 50 million by the end of the year. So it's kind of interesting that all these top 10s are in 2025. There's no leftovers from 2024. Oh, but sorry, this is the 2025 list, not the all-time list. I'm sorry. Never mind. I just made a fool of myself. Never mind. Read the entire article next time, Axel. I wonder if they have a full list here.
It's just that, man, this
So
game.
what's the top 10 Game Pass games played, or?
Yeah, the top 10 games of all time.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Day one game. Day one.
Oh.
Okay, so the data comes from a website called Game Trends, and you got to sign in. I'm not going to do that because it's pay for. So there you go. So it is 2025, but I wish they would release the all-time list because that would be even more awesome to track. The all-time list. I wish they had an all-time list.
Well, I asked Copilot, but I feel like I don't think all of these are on Game Pass.
Yeah, Copilot is kind of sometimes.
Well, according to Copilot, number 1's Avowed, 2 is Monster Hunter Wilds, which I don't think that's on Game Pass.
It's not on Game Pass, yeah, no.
Civilian 7, definitely not on Game Pass, I don't think. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Not on Game Pass.
That's not on Game Pass. And then it's Sniper Elite Resistance, which is. Doom Dark Ages.
It hasn't even released.
Yeah.
I think it's hype. I think you just got the hype.
Yeah, it's not making sense. Like, Copilot failed.
Let's check in with the chat, right?
Yeah, that's why it's called Copilot, kind of sunk.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Happy Cloud Gamer says, "Yeah, I love Sniper Elite before Atomfall." There you go. Big B Money is Game Pass is on fire. Absolutely, it is. Let's see. That is 2025 and still early in the year. I need to play. I have the top 2 downloaded Resistance. Yeah, I have a lot of backlogs, man. This year stacked. Yeah. Big B Money says, "I love Xbox Game Pass and South of Midnight. So great." There you go. A lot of people are loving this. Fastback says, "Oblivion Remastered will be a top 10 soon." Maybe. We'll see. And we'll keep on moving here. Let's see. Yeah, more people love South of Midnight. Absolutely. Anybody got anything else to say about South of Midnight hitting the top 5 this year so far? It's a long year on Game Pass, so we'll see where it ends up at the end of the year. I kind of hope they do an end of the year thing. All right, so we're gonna do this, and then after this, we'll do Terry's in the Spotlight. So I don't know if you guys know, but the Xbox Spring Sale 2025 is on right now. And True Achievements, being the awesome people that they are, has tracked all these prices forever, and they have listed all the games that are at their lowest prices ever, right? And I got to tell you guys, these prices are cheap. Except for Ninja Gaiden 2.
Hey, Fairy Legends of Avalon. I played that.
Yeah. So these are Xbox 360 backwards compatible games that are on the spring sale, right?
Bound by Flame.
Looking at Blue Dragon,
dude. Bound by Flame is like one of my all-time favorite indies. Like I love that game. $2.
Yeah, I remember you did indie
Bound by Flame, you guys. For those of you who've been sleeping on that game, $2. Bound by Flame. If you like games like if you like BioWare style games, Bound by Flame. Go play.
Okay. So that means that's a no.
So like yeah. So if you're into games like Dragon Age, Bound by Flame, and Mass Effect, Bound by Flame.
Jade Empire's on there, another a great one. So I mean, they got all kinds of great stuff. Now the good stuff is Xbox Series XS and Xbox One sales. There's like 300 games that are at their lowest price ever. So check your wish list, guys. Balatro used to be $15. It has dropped down to $11.99. Game of the Year contender, right? Freaking Jedi. Baldur's Gate 3 has dropped down from $80 or $70 to $55.99.
It's going down real fast.
That's a great
game. Not real
game.
fast. The game's like 2 years old, man. I needed to go down Ubisoft fast. I need to go down Skull and Bones fast. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Shaddai?
Oh, yeah, almost free. I understand.
You all laugh, but Skull and Bones is going to be, still surviving and getting content when all the other ones that are crashing and burning and dying.
Actually,
isn't this the newest Battlefield right here? Battlefield 2042.
The Battle Royale. That's a Battle Royale.
No, I think it's the newest Battlefield.
Yeah, Battle Royale.
Guys in the chat, check it out. Is Battlefield 2042 the newest one? And it's only $6.
Is the Battle Royale?
I don't think that's the newest one.
Because I know Battlefield. What was it? The World War II one was one.
That's old.
Yeah, sorry, I don't keep up.
You're talking about Battlefield 5.
Yeah. Biomutant, 75% off right here.
Oh, I have that.
Yeah.
Oh, Black Tail is good.
Oh my gosh, the amazing Battle Royale Bleeding Edge is on there.
Oh man, Bleeding Edge.
All right. Bloodstained Ritual.
Hey, Blossom Tales. That's really good. So if you like your classic style, think of original Zelda. If you like that classic kind of style RPG, a lot of the new games still do that style RPG. Blossom Tales is so good. 1 and 2, get them. Highly recommend.
I want Tunic, but I don't know if it's cheap.
Hold on, somebody's asking if Alien's on this. Let me look. Aliens, Aliens, Dark Descent, and is on there. So there you go. $16, 60% off.
I heard that was good. I heard that was really good.
I mean, there's lots of great games on here.
I did play Blacktail 100. It was really, really good.
Borderlands and Borderlands 3 is on here. Bramble, the Mountain King, guys. Do not sleep on Bramble. Let me tell you.
I have that.
This game gets dark fast, and it's not bad. It's pretty damn good. Once I started this game up, the first hour kind of sucked, the tutorial hour, but then once the game got dark, I couldn't put it down. This game gets dark and sadistical real quick. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right, Terry?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even Phil Spencer talked about this game. So $5 for this game. Do not sleep on it, and it has amazing music, by the way.
Dark music.
Yeah, brothers, here you go. I Tell the Two Sons, 50% off.
Bulletstorm, that's a great game.
Yes. Call of Heroes Tower Defense, if you're into that one. More Tower Defense stuff. Castlevania Dominus Collection is down to $20. That just launched a few months ago.
Ooh, Chicken Madness. I don't know what is that. But okay.
Company of Heroes 3, Contra Operation Galuga.
I have that. That's a great game.
I mean, you can just see. So check your wish list. If you guys are like me and you add a ton of games to your wish list, be sure to check it out because.
Darksiders 3, $8.
Darksiders 3,
great deal.
I have to beat it before the new one comes out.
Here we go. Death Stranding Director's Cut is done.
No, they can keep that one. Keep moving. They can keep that one.
I mean, I think there's so many great games on here that are on sale. So be sure to check out True Achievements.
Doom.
Have this
right there.
on their
Doom.
sales list where they can. This is maybe a third of all the games that are on the spring sales list, but these are just the ones that are the cheapest they've ever been.
Man, they already have a Dragon's Dogma 2 already on the list.
Did they?
How much? Wait, how much is Origins? Oh, it's too expensive still. Dynasty Warriors
Dragon's
Origins.
Dogma 2. Yeah, $41.99, guys.
Wow. I still haven't finished that one either. I gotta go back.
I want that Dynasty Warriors Origins, but they have it for $55. It's kind of like
so there you go. Only 20% off, right? But it's still the lowest price ever. So again, this might be the first time it's on sale. They're just announcing it, right? That the lowest prices ever. So shout out to.
It would have been nice 40.
Yeah. So there you go.
Oh, Evil West. That's what Terry likes.
Evil West was really good. Highly recommend.
Mm-hmm. Forza Motorsport Standard Edition. That's the new Forza Motorsport, by the way.
Ooh, okay. Garbage Pail Kids.
Fury. If you're into boss rush games, this is a great game right here. Fury, $6. So yeah, you got a lot of games on here that are just so good. I mean, I could scroll forever. I mean,
but is Tunic for sale too?
Let's find out. TR.
TU.
Two rock. Nope, no Tunic. People price should I. Well, I don't know if it's for sale or not. It's just not at its lowest price ever.
Still, it could have been lower something.
Somewhere. Oh, Unicorn Overload, guys. Don't sleep on this. $30. Yeah. I mean, there's so much stuff. And then they have the Windows sales as well. So if you're a PC gamer, like Sir X-Man, they also tracked the PC sales side from Windows Store. So that's also cool. So there you go, guys. The Spring 2025 sale, Spring 2025, the Xbox Spring Sale 2025, the games at their lowest price ever. And of course, it's not all the games. So yeah. So let's see. Let's check in. So Battlefield 2024 is the newest one. There you go. So there you go. Thank you so much for being there. Happy Cloud Gamer said he bought Mafia Trilogy for $9.
Yes, I have that one too. Looks great.
Is Metal Gear Solid on there? Let's see.
I think it was.
Let's scroll. I'm in the H. And Metal Gear. All right, here we go. Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 are on here. The Master Collection versions.
Oh, they don't have 5. I'm very surprised.
Oh, what's this? Oh, it has an unobtainable achievement. Okay.
Oh, right there. See, Miasma Chronicles, the one that you like, Terry.
I don't want to play that. What are you talking about?
You said you like tactics. That's what it is. Miasma Chronicles is tactics.
No, I think that's a horror game. That sounds like a horror game to me. No. You're trying to trick me.
I have it. No, I have it. It's really, really good.
I don't know. Name it like Miasma. I'm gonna think that it's probably it's a spoopy game. I'm not doing it.
No, actually, no. It's like a alien. It's like an alien type.
Miasma Chronicles. I'm looking it up. I'm saying I'm looking it up.
Oh,
RoboCop Rogue City is on sale for $12. My buddy Doggy swears by this game.
I have it. What a game.
Shadai is also swearing by the game.
Mm-hmm. I swear. It sounds like I'm lying.
He swears.
He swears.
Swear to me.
Okay, so it's like a sci-fi kind of
package like a sci-fi.
Game?
Yep.
Okay.
No, it's not like the one that I gave you that is called damn it. That I thought it was co-op, but it's not co-op.
If you like Stalker, a lot of their previous games are in, including the standalone DLC. So there you go. Doggy said he got R-Type Dimensions from this sale for $5 for 2 classic games. There you go. Fastback says he bought Space Marine 2 and Invincible.
I want to buy that Space Marines. It just, I don't know why they don't have.
Doggy Dog says Tunic was crap. It should be 49 cents. I kind of agree with Doggy. I hated Tunic.
What?
I hated it.
That's the reason why I keep calling him frauds. How is it that bad? When I played it, I'm like, that was actually good. Why? Because it's a ripoff?
It just was not. It was no Zelda.
Oh, okay. I see why.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. I don't know. I didn't like it. And I like those kind of games, and I just didn't like it. Sea of Stars, highly recommend this one. $25. What a deal.
Yes.
Highly, highly recommend it. It's awesome. It's such a good game. And the music on it is so good. The Shantae games are on sale.
That Sherlock Holmes I'm interested about because I
$7.99. Should I get it?
Probably will. I don't know if I still have
Terry.
it. But
Terry.
I still think I want to get it.
Terry. Oh, she's gone.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you say when a hot girl walks by? Ching.
Yeah.
It's gonna swing.
I was gonna say, oh. All right, then Skulls and Bones.
Skull and Bones is at its lowest price ever, 50% off.
No,
or you can play it on Game Pass.
Oh, there you go. Even lowest. Free.
Even lowest. So there you go. Yeah. Lots of stuff, guys. Be sure to check it out.
That South Park Snow Day is funny. I like it. I have it.
All right.
It is funny.
All right, but Terry, are you ready?
He's ready.
Ready.
Turn this off. All right, it's time for Terry's Indie Spot. Hold on, make sure I didn't miss any chats. Hold on. Chet Walker said he loved Tunic.
See, Tunic.
My name is Captain K. Says, do not sleep on RoboCop. I prepared to raise my hand on that one. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Sixman says he got Raiden 3 Cross Mikabo for $9 and he loves it. All right, cool. All right, Terry, take it away.
All right, everybody, we're going to be doing my indie spotlight once again. I got a game for you. Unfortunately, let's just look at the trailer first, then I'll dive in. Let's just watch the trailer.
Are you ready to start playing with physics? Eradication, no pre-canned gimmicks. Come enjoy the satisfying sensation. The forceful structure, annihilation. Islands, small deserted towns, concrete and steel. Let's tear it all down, let alone ancient ruins. Just let them stand tall. It's not really important, so they better not fall. Bell-shaded graphics with tilt shift dubbing. Awesome explosions and collapses occurring. Everything must fall. Ignore all destruction. Of destruction. You drive machines for a giant corporation. Devices created for complete.
This is such a cool song. It tells you what it is.
Reduction. Instruments of destruction.
This is fun. This reminds me of Blast Force back on the N64. You just destroy everything. Instrumental destruction. Woo! Oh, and it's brand new.
It's brand new. So there you go. So Instruments of Destruction. The whole premise of this game is you build your machines and you break stuff. You get to have lots of fun just breaking stuff. So who doesn't like doing that? You have over 100 maps to play on. You have over 50 missions that you can do. And yeah, just a complete sandbox kind of style game. Just kind of build and have fun, and just it's a great game if you just want to release some stress, go blow some stuff up. Good stuff. It's $20 on Steam right now. I would say it's more. It's they're claiming it's fully released, but it's kind of more of like a game early access kind of right now because they're doing like version 1, version 2, and whatnot. So it's more early access without them claiming it's early access. The console versions got delayed. It was supposed to come out last month, but the console versions did not. So right now it's only on PC, but it's supposed to be coming to Xbox and PlayStation here real soon. So you wait for that if you want, or if you can't wait, go play on PC right now.
All right. Well, there you go. What another awesome indie spotlight by the incredible Cool Cat Terry. I think they look good. I thought they looked good.
Yeah, go.
Yeah. Crazy Green Dude. I thought the same thing. Blast Course for N64. Yeah, it reminded me of that, right? Is this the new Destruction All Stars? Oh, yeah. Big B Money says this looks great. Cool Cat. Yeah, absolutely. It does look good. Sir X-Man wants to know if it's multiplayer. He always with the interesting questions.
I don't think this one's multiplayer. I'm gonna double check. I think it's single, but let me double check really fast for you.
Okay.
It is. No, I'm pretty sure it's single player. Yeah, it's single player.
Single player. All right. Fastback has a super important question. Can Eternal Shaddai play this on his TV?
Yes. Even he too can play it on the Samsui.
My Sansui. Yep.
Sansui can handle this game.
I'll talk to Samsung about his son. Don't worry. There you go. All right. Let's get into the news. So it was leaked. The worst kept secret, apparently, in gaming here, let me get to it. Hold on. Was that Oblivion Remastered was going to get shadow dropped.
I really like your new ticker.
I like it too. It helps me with my timestamps. I thought of something to help me with my timestamps after the show. So Oblivion Remastered got remade into Unreal Engine 5. But for some reason, they kept a lot of the bugs in it on purpose. Like the double recorded person that talks. So that was kind of cool. So they kept some of the fun bugs in there. They didn't fix a lot of stuff. But Oblivion Remastered got shadow dropped. Now, a lot of people are saying that shadow dropping was bad because it came out with no marketing, any of that stuff. But remember, all Xbox game studios are switching over to Unreal. So do you think this was a test bed for The Elder Scrolls 6? And 2, have you tried Oblivion Remastered? Now, me personally, I said I wasn't going to because I already spent like 2,000 hours of my life on Oblivion the first time. And in true Oblivion fashion, on my old computer, I went to shut down an Oblivion gate, and it lets out all kinds of graphics and stuff when you shut one down, and it crashed my old computer. So I literally had to open my computer to play. So yeah, I don't know. Has anybody experienced any Oblivion gate crashes?
I haven't played the remaster, so.
Yeah. And by the way, shout out to the channel Shirako Gaming. This is his gameplay, so be sure to check out his channel if you're interested in where this gameplay came from. I always like to give credit where credit is due. He does a lot of awesome gameplay videos that I use, so I always try to give him credit, even though I fail, but I try to give him credit all the time. So, Shaddai, Oblivion Remastered, did you play the original? Are you interested in the remaster?
Honestly, during that time on the 360, I was curious about the game, but I never gave it a chance. I'm like, So I kind of switched to Ninja Gaiden 2 during that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was, I think I had another one. Oh, and Kingdom of Amalur.
Such a good game.
Yeah, so I was in between those two. Yes, you are correct. I'm with Taylor on that. It was
game's way too easy though. It's way too easy, but man, it's so fun.
It was. So yes, so I never pay attention to Oblivion, but now I bought it. It's still on my backlog because I was actually waiting for Expedition 33. Once I'm done with that, it will be my first time playing Oblivion.
Ooh, okay.
I think it's for a treat. Call this a remaster when it's obviously a remake.
But that's what everybody says, but supposedly still have their little quirkiness in that game.
Yeah.
It's even though I play
Skyrim. Did everything.
Yeah.
This should be called a remake.
Now the question is, are they trying to rewrite the definition of remaster and remakes?
I don't know. I don't think it's ever been set in stone. It's just my own definition, right? It is just my own definition. Oh, sorry.
It might technically be a remaster because they maybe didn't rebuild, that much stuff.
Maybe they used AI to move a lot of this stuff over. Who knows? But yeah, no, I didn't play this one on the Xbox. I played it on the PC because, I was traveling a lot back then and my laptop was my world. And it was a lot easier to haul laptops around with a built-in screen than, a TV, a console, that stuff, right? So this is back in my PC heavy days. And so, yeah, now the remaster also includes the expansions Shivering Isles and Knights of the Nine.
Nice. I was wondering if it had the...
And it also includes the DLC Fighters Stronghold expansion, Spelltome Treasures, Vile Lair, Maroon's Razor, the Thieves' Dens, Wizard Tower, Ore, and Horsepack Armor. If you remember,
what was
Oblivion had that Horsepack Armor for like $1,000 or whatever.
What was the vampire one that they added? What one was that one?
I don't think that was to the next one.
No, they had a vampire one that they added for Oblivion.
I think it was for Oblivion.
It was for Oblivion. Yeah, they had a vampire one.
I don't think so, but I could be mixing up my Elder Scrolls game. Let's see. When
I remember I started playing it, but I never finished it.
To Elder Scrolls.
No, yeah, like they had vampires in Oblivion. Like it was added way later though.
I don't see when it was added. All right, hold on. Let's see. Maybe this will tell me when it was added. What do you guys ask me quiz questions? I don't know. All right, it was in Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Yeah, you're right.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, so Elder Scrolls Oblivion is the one that had it vampires. Okay, I got it wrong. Okay. With the Downguard DLC installed.
Okay.
Is Downguard DLC on here? Let's check. Shivering Isles, 979. No Downguard DLC, so no vampires for you. No vampires for you.
I don't want it no more because literally that was the only expansion I never finished, and they're telling me they didn't even include it, so it's still gonna go unfinished. But no, I'm over it.
Ready? Check it out, Terry. The Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered also includes the 2 expansions and DLC: Fighter Expansion, Stealth Tomb Treasures Violator, Maelroom's Razor, the Thieves' Den, Wizard's Town Orate, and Horsepack Armor. And according to the Wikipedia page, the Downguard DLC.
So it is there?
Nope. No vampires for you, Terry.
Dude, that DLC was so good. Why is it not there? They put stupid horsepack armor in there. Like, who cares about that? Put in the vampire quest line. Stupid.
Go to Happy Cloud Gamer. It's part of the free update that's coming up.
Is it? We're gonna get Downguard?
Let's see if they've announced it.
Find out, because I'm never playing this remastered if they don't get Downguard, because that was literally the only thing that I never got to finish. And I don't feel like restarting the original game all over again to play just that DLC. Like, if I'm going to replay the game, I want to replay the remastered version.
I don't know, Terry. I don't know. I'm just messing with you, Terry.
No. Dude, I remember I had gone into like some like underground like freaking like well or like pit, and there's like water, and I got stuck down there and I couldn't figure out how to get out. But like I never finished it.
By the way, this is Cyrodiil, right?
My cat knows my pain. All right.
Oh, vampires! What kind of baloney is this?
Yeah, he's saying no.
Oh man.
Oh my god, so funny. All right, let's see. I don't see any news on an update coming up on Bethesda's website. All right, news and updates. All right, let's see. April 22nd was the last one. Let's see. Celebrating, getting started, extended look. All right, let's click at the extended look. What was the DLC called? You know what? Let me just type in vampire.
You said Downguard, but I'm hoping you're not mixing it up with Skyrim though, because Skyrim did have one like that too.
Well, according to the Wikipedia page. Oh no, you're right. The Downguard is for Skyrim. Oh.
I don't care about that one. I don't know. They had an update where they added like a vampire quest line in Oblivion, but it came way later, like way later. Like, so I just don't remember when they added the vampires. So I remember doing it and never finishing it.
Well, there you go. It might be just part of the game.
Maybe.
All right, so there you go, Terry. Play it. Find out.
Because I don't think it was.
Let it find out. Find out for me, Terry.
Find out. I gotta go play 1,000 hours of Oblivion Remastered to find out.
Yeah,
if that one little quest line is in there.
Come on. Do it for the team. Should I help her out?
Happy Cloud Gamer says it's part of the main game, so I should be okay. But I do remember them adding that update like years later. Like years later, they added it in there. But okay.
Let me see.
I don't know if I like the redesign of the Khajiit though. I don't know. It kind of bothers me. It reminds me too much of when I look at them. It reminds me. Remember Care Bears?
Yes.
Remember they had like their friends, and they had like the lion. Like I see the pictures of the Khajiit that they keep showing of the lion Khajiit guy, and he just reminds me of Sir Cares a lot or whatever that lion's name was. The lion.
Right.
Oh, dude.
So check it out. Here it is. Oblivion Remastered. There's literally a whole thing. How to become a vampire and cure vampirism.
I told you
And there's a
Oblivion
vampire
had
right
it.
there with his golden eyes.
I told you that Oblivion had it. I told you.
There you go, Terry. Go ahead and play 1,000 hours. You got this.
I'll go back and play this one day, but it's right now. I gotta finish AC Shadows, and then I gotta do South of Midnight, and then Roadcraft is coming out. It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while before I get to this.
Happy Cloud Gamer says they did not rebuild the game. All right, let's see. Cyber Gunther says Axel will play this, but not Mass Effect Trilogy. Hey man, it was on my PC back in the day.
Yeah, I feel like this would be counts as a remaster if all they did was tweak the animations and the graphics of like how the world and the like the environment and how like the characters look, and that's all they did. Then it's just it's a big update polish. So I would see that as a remaster.
There you go. And Dan, the man Cunningham, says he loved the Knights of the Nines and Shimmering Isles. Yeah. So that's cool. That's cool.
Is this another 300?
Oh, okay. Notorious. Shout out to Notorious. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, Downguard is Skyrim. So there you go. I was wrong. Okay.
Yeah, you were mixing it up. That's okay.
I was. My bad. My bad.
Not surprised.
Sarasman says, Terry, you're too young to know about Care Bears. Yeah, what do you know about Care Bears?
I was born in the flipping 80s. How am I too young?
You were born in the late 1900s.
Oh, man.
During those years, not carrying bears.
I gotta pull up that stupid that dang lion now. I think his name was Sir or was like hold on, it was Lion Salat or something. It was something. I gotta find him.
Sir Lions a lot.
Lionheart. That's what it was. Lionheart. Okay. Oh man. Not bad. So I got it. Let me open this in a different. No, I don't want to save it. I want to open it in a new tab, please.
There you go. Should I? So, even though you didn't play this, are you interested in playing it?
I bought it.
You bought it?
Yeah, I bought it when it was actually released.
Oh, back in the day.
Oh, you mean back in the day? No,
no. So hold on. So you bought this now, even though it's on Game Pass?
I'd rather. Oh no, I'm like, I'd rather keep it. I'd rather keep it. So I don't mind. I just have a different way of thinking of when it comes to Game Pass things. But back in the day, I saw it. I was curious, but then I'm like, nope. I let it pass. That's why I said Kingdom of Amalur. And I think Dragon's Dogma 1, it was released during those times. Now, yes, I bought it. So I could give it a try on this game. But sometimes I wonder, which I do remember this. I was surprised they wanted it to remake this game, whatever, but I'm not surprised. Oh, well, it's not surprised. I'm surprised that they didn't make Morrowind. Because
I think that might be next, because I mean, that's 5, isn't it?
Morrowind?
No, Morrowind is 3.
Yeah, Morrowind is 3.
Yeah, no. What is 5?
5 is Skyrim.
No, is it? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Skyrim. Which one is the? Am I thinking Morrowind? Yeah, you're right. You're right, though, Shaddai. You're right. Yes.
Yeah, because it was in the OG Xbox, Morrowind.
It was, and it was exclusive.
Yeah. So I remember Morrowind, but I never looked at the case just to see if I wanted to play it or not, because I was more into Mega Man, Ninja Gaiden Black, Ninja Gaiden Black, Panzer Dragoon Order during those times.
Testify, Shaddai. Testify.
Yeah, so when Oblivion came out, that's when I was like, what is this? Kind of put it to the side. And now, since I'm playing pretty much all of the genre except that strategy, tactics, crap thing, that's the only one that I don't play too much. But now I'm trying to give it a try. I want to give it a try this game to see how good it is. Then maybe I'm gonna go back to Skyrim, which I did play a little bit, but when I heard that it was 300 hours, I kind of was like, nope. I'm like, nope, that's too long. I'm like, that's way too long. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. Like I said, I bought it. I'm gonna play it.
There you go. So Morrowind. Happy Cloud Gamer is on Team Shaddai. He wants a Morrowind remastered as well.
I do too. I haven't played Morrowind. I've heard Morrowind is very good, but that's one I never played because that was PC only. And back way back,
late Xbox. It was exclusive.
Yeah. It was like I never played. I never got to play that one.
Let me ask you something. Does everything connect from Morrowind to the?
They're different time periods.
Yeah.
So like it covers like the world connects, but they're literally different time periods. Literally hundreds of years could be between them.
So what's the Elder Scroll Online, the SO is then? What is it considered? Is it part of it or is like
it's part of it? Like I said, each game it's a different timeline. So like,
I got it. But that's what I thought.
Yes, Oblivion takes place during the Merithic era. So I know that one takes place during the Merithic era. I just don't know what part of the Merithic era it is.
See, because I really thought that they were going to go for Morrowind, so people could start going through there. And I'm like, okay, I would play Morrowind.
I want a remaster of that because that game is so old and dated. I really would want to play a remaster of it.
Well, knowing that they use AI, I wouldn't be surprised they could upgrade it with ease.
Say that one more time.
I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft uses AI to have remake of Morrowind.
Okay.
Even though what Terry said, it is correct because the technology back then is not easy to.
Yeah, I feel like that game didn't age well. At least to me, it didn't age well. You know, like there's other games that are 20 plus years old you can go back and play and they're great. And then there's games that are 20 years old you go back and it's like, this is crap. I feel like, to me, unless you're a hardcore fan of Morrowind, I feel like people don't want to go back and play that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like Tomb Raider. I don't want to go back and play the originals because they're so rough.
All right, so in chronological order, right? I found a website here, Den of Geek. Shout out to Den of Geek. Can you read this? All right. So the Elder Scrolls Online takes place on 2E582. So this one is the oldest one in the timeline.
So that means Elder Scrolls Online is first.
Elder Scrolls Online is first.
Oh, okay.
Right? So Elder Scrolls Online occurs a good 1,000 years before previous entries, including the Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion, and Skyrim. So there you go. And then come to the game I never heard of, Elder Scrolls Adventures Redguard, Elder Scrolls Arena, the Elder Scrolls Travel Shadowkey, never heard of those. Elder Scrolls Legend Battlespire, never heard of it. All right, so here we go. The Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall takes place in the Third Era, 405, and Third Era, 417. Right?
So, okay, Axel, the one that you mentioned previous, the one that you said that you never heard of, are those books? Or is actually games?
Those are probably like handhelds. That'd be my best guess. Those are probably like on the DS or something.
Yeah,
I think I had a DS, but they never had Elder Scroll.
Yeah, this looks like a smaller game of them just trying to do multiplayer is what it says. Okay, so.
Oh, okay.
All right, Morrowind is after Daggerfall. It takes place in the Third Era, 427.
Wait, so go back up to Daggerfall. I never played Daggerfall, so this is 427, and this one was.
It ended in 417.
So they're really close together then.
They're 10 years apart, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Morrowind is 10 years apart. All right, and then comes Elder Scrolls Oblivion, which takes place in Third Era, 433. So let's see, like 5 years, 5-6 years, right? So Oblivion takes place in then, and then. Elder Scrolls Legends, never heard of it. Elder Scrolls Blades. I think Elder Scrolls Blades was that mobile game that you can play.
It is a mobile game.
I played that on the Switch.
Here you go. All right, so Skyrim takes place in the 4th era, 201.
So this one's way later.
Way later, right?
Yeah, way later. So Daggerfall, Morrowind, and Oblivion are like basically the same, the same like decade. So and then you jump ways into Skyrim.
You forgot Blades on the same era.
No one cares about Blades.
All right, so let's see. So I'm scrolling down to the 3rd era on a timeline. So 2nd era appears to go all the way to year 896 before the 6th era. Oh, it's a whole century. So each era is considered a century. So 1,000 years in each era, right? All right. So then this one goes 4th era, 201. So between Oblivion, which was 433, so 500 and what is that? 77 years to that era ended, plus another 201 years. So you have 775 years between Elder Scrolls 4 and 5.
So the question is, just by guesses of each one, where would Elder Scrolls 6 will fit then?
Yeah, who
Depends
knows?
on what they're doing.
I'm hoping it goes after Skyrim.
Yeah. I don't.
Is
as
it
far as I
probably
know,
like 100
no one knows.
years?
I don't think anyone knows the timeline for it yet. So
Probably
Yeah, I
like
don't think they've done it.
for guessing like 100 years.
we'll find out. I mean, that they put the other 3 basically in the same decade for the 3rd era.
Yeah, so Elder Scrolls Online is basically 1,000 years before Skyrim.
See what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's 1,000 years. So that means it could be between Skyrim and 6, probably another 100 years.
I think, because if you look at, because your desk is online, if you look at, you had Daggerfall, and then Morrowind, and then Oblivion, they all went in order, and then, and then Skyrim was the 5th, they're going in order in the timeline. So 6 might be like 10 years after Skyrim or something, maybe.
That actually makes sense. Yes, like 10 years.
They might keep it in the same era as Skyrim, since they had the other 3 games in the previous era. They might be working on the 4th era still.
And just so you know, the Elder Scrolls timeline officially goes 4th era, 5th era, 7th era. All right, so 3rd era. Okay, so it goes all the way to 4th era, 201. So not very, very far. So
that means 6 might be the 5th, entering the 5th era.
yeah, it might be.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe. I guess we gotta wait and see what they actually do with it. But
So yeah, it's interesting how they do dates in Skyrim. So yeah, all right, there you go, guys. So I'm happy for that. But Terry, we had a poll. How does the chat feel about Oblivion Remastered being shadow dropped?
are you going to play Oblivion Remastered? 37% yes, but later. 31% are playing it right now, and 31% have no interest in that game.
No interest.
No interest. No, thank you.
No, all right. Let's see. And Dan, the man Cunningham, makes up a good point here. Morrowind was designed for PC and ported, whereas Oblivion was designed for console as well as PC. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody is asking for a Morrowind remake. Yes,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, if this sells, I'm sure this is going to do really good for their sales. So they might go back and remaster Morrowind, which would be great. And then they can go back and remake Morrowind and then remake Daggerfall, because that game's even older yet. So because I haven't played those 2 games. They were just too old. And, I didn't do PC gaming really at that time outside of DOS.
The only PC gaming that I did is the one that actually play Oregon Trail. That's the only PC that I played.
Yeah, so
I played that one in real life. Shit, almost died. I almost died of dysentery.
So when growing up, I was a DOS PC gamer, and then I fell off PC and got into console gaming. And then it wasn't until after college that I got back into PC gaming. So there's a lot of stuff in between that I never messed with that was PC.
Yeah, I was a console player, but then when I started moving a lot, I packed up my consoles into storage and bought PCs because it was just easier. And I stayed on PC for like a good decade. So yeah, it's and then I came back to consoles, and now I'm both PC and consoles. So yeah, it feels good. It feels good to have money as an adult.
Man, I miss playing on the old Macintosh computers, though, man. Before they were Apple, it was Macintosh. They were sophisticated.
All right, are we ready for the next topic, everybody? Anybody got anything else to say about Oblivion Remastered being shadow dropped? I think it's awesome.
I think this is great. I think this is like the 4th game that Xbox has recently shadow dropped. So this is a good look for Xbox.
Oh, yeah, let's see. They shadow dropped Hi-Fi Rush, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, and this one. I don't think they've dropped a third one, but
they have 2 other ones. They have 2 other ones.
But I can't think of any other ones.
Hold on.
I have something to say about this.
Oh, what do you got, Shaddai?
Okay. It's funny that I know we say the blue team is remaster, remake, but when Xbox does it, it's like really well made.
And it's free.
And it's like a decade in between. So we never have a problems of remake because they're making it the right way.
It's included in Game Pass in your subscription, which is awesome.
So it was Blindfire and Animal Well were the other 2 that Xbox shadow dropped.
Interesting. Okay.
So they've had at least 5 or 6 shadow drops that they've done. So this is definitely becoming an Xbox kind of thing.
Hell yeah.
So the question is, we have to guess which one they're going to shadow drop.
Shout out to CougarMan69. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Says, good morning, Axel and Cool Cat Terry. Don't forget about Eternal Shaddai, CougarMan. He's right there. And let's see. My name is Captain Kit says, didn't they say Oblivion Remake had reached 4 million players? Whoa, that's awesome.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, they did. They actually did.
There you go. So that is awesome.
So wait, is this because I didn't really follow it? Is this multi-plat everywhere, or is it just Xbox and PC?
No, it released everywhere. It's a multi-plat game. But it's included with Xbox Game Pass, which is awesome.
Okay, cool.
And
I just didn't know if they shadow dropped it and they made it exclusive or not. Okay, cool.
I think it's only $40. So yeah.
I mean, that's good. I mean, everybody else, the older guys, when they remaster their same game, they sell it for full price. So
no, and you know what? For anything that is a remake or a remaster, that's actually the great price point.
$40 is a good price point for remake remaster.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it being a little cheaper. I mean, yeah, I understand they invest a lot of money in making it, but it's a game that people have already played. So the desire to get it again may not be as high for some.
Well, maybe that's why they just shadow dropped it, because they have that data that if they advertise it, it's just going to be people who already played it and not people who want it new.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, maybe that's another reason why they shadow dropped it. All right, enough of the Oblivion Remastered. Let's move it along here. Are you ready, Terry, to see something?
Yes.
Make sure my volume's off. All right. Here we go. Start of the trailer. So I don't know if you remember back in one of the showcases, there was a little game called FBC Firebreak.
Okay.
Where you basically play a fireman that's putting out fires, but also dealing with, I guess, what do you call people who like to light fires?
Narcissists?
You're pyromaniacs?
Anarchist, pyromaniacs, yeah.
Anarchist?
Sorry.
No, that's different.
But they're like zombies, and so this game is called FBC Firebreak, and it is a co-op game where you and your friends go in and battle all these guys that are starting fires, and you got to put the fires out and kill them at the same time. So it's kind of interesting little game, right? Made by some people. Now it's coming 2025, right? And recently, it was announced for Game Pass. It was updated for Game Pass. Woo!
And Shaddai, you were thinking, you were thinking an arcanist, not not anarchist.
What is it? Arsonist?
Arsonist, yeah, arsonist, yeah.
You know what I meant.
Arsonist.
That stupid Sansui.
Stupid Sansui can't read it.
Oh man!
All right, so Remedy Entertainment has announced the FBC Firebreak release date The new multiplayer shooter launches for Xbox consoles and joins Game Pass in June. So it's coming in 2025, June 17th specifically, and it will also join Game Pass day one, baby. So it got its release date. It's got its Game Pass release date. It is a 3-player co-op FPS, right? So there you go. And they did a whole stream on it. This thing is like 2 hours long. So they will introduce a system called Requisition, which rewards players with new weapons, equipment, and armor sprays and more. These can be unlocked by earning in-game currency through gameplay. And once again, has stressed that there are no limited time windows for rotating stores, or if an item is added in-game, it will always be available. So that's cool as well. There are classified requisitions. So this is a lot of their ongoing. So this is a service-based game, right? But it's a co-op game, which I love. Screw PvP games. I'm too old for that. And, of course, this is made by Remedy, who made Control and Quantum Break. Yeah, thank you. Should I? Quantum Break?
Alan Wake.
Yeah. And all playable content will be released post-launch, will be free to all players. So that's also cool. So FBC Firebreak is included in Game Pass on PC Game Pass. It can also be purchased for $40. The deluxe edition is $50, and it also includes this cosmetics, right? But you can also upgrade to the deluxe edition on Game Pass for $10. So there you go, guys. So FBC Firebreak is getting the full Xbox treatment. Now, I don't see that it's Play Anywhere title or anything like that, so that might suck. So if you're PC, you're going to buy it separate. But shout out to Remedy for announcing FBC Firebreak coming in June 17th of 2025 and coming to Game Pass and getting all the Game Pass perks. Terry, are you interested to go fight some fires, some zombie fires?
I'm interested in the fire part. The zombies where they lost me. It's like I'm like, I don't know. It could probably still be a lot of fun. It's just that's the part that loses me. I like the idea of just going in there and putting the fires out and doing that kind of a thing. Them making it a full-on shooter with zombies. That's I mean, it's probably still a lot of fun. It's just it's not my kind of thing. Like I just to me zombies are so overplayed. I don't get excited for zombie related stuff anymore.
I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. Being a Saturn fan, the last firefighter game I ever played was called Burning Rangers. So it's been a long time since I played as a firefighter in any game, even though I'm sure they've come out. But
they had a simulation. They had literally firefighter sim.
Simulation. I liked the game. Dang it! Why did I just mention the name of the game and I just forgot it? I like that game because it was more of an action game and you were overpowered, which was awesome. And it included traversal and more than just fighting fires. So I think this is cool because it's more arcadey fun, which is what I'm looking for. Burning Rangers, that's the name of the game. So yeah, that's what I want is some more action firefighting game, which is cool to me.
There's a strategy game series called Emergency Series. You've got firefighters in that.
Never heard of it.
You like your strategy games?
I do like my strategy games.
Yeah, so now you can go play with
action games.
You can do a strategy game where you manage firefighters and other emergency personnel.
So there you go. Let's see. So shout out to Cougar Man. Let's see. I'm sorry, what is the name of the third person on the panel? Are you talking me right here, Liza of Axel 1324?
No, he's referring to Shaddai because he's not here enough. He's been forgotten about.
Oh my gosh. And my name is Captain Kid says Arsonist. Yeah. Web Dave is asking, so what program are you using to run your show? It doesn't look like StreamYard. No, StreamYard is so expensive. We're using Talk Studio is what it's called, Talk Studio. So yeah, that's what we're using there, Web Dave. And shout out to Web Dave. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. So yeah. So there you go. So yeah, FBC Firebreak, I kind of like it because you got to fight, you got hazards, and you got to put out the fires. So that's kind of cool in my opinion.
I remember there being a game recently on Xbox that had to do with fires and putting it out, and it was a multiplayer. Like it was like a multiplayer game. You had to go into the house, and you had like a time limits to try to like either put something out or save so many people. and it was kind of on the wonkier side, kind of like Human Fall Flat, but not quite like that. But it was kind of it was an indie that I remember it came out like last year. That I remember playing it. I can't remember.
You're the indie queen. I still can't remember it. What makes you?
It was on Xbox though. But it was on
Remember
Xbox. It was on Xbox though. So man, now that's gonna drive me nuts now because I remember you'd had to get everything done before you burned alive in the building.
What the hell? There's a Post-it note monster. Look at this guy.
I see that.
Oh my gosh, he looks like exactly like the Post-it note monster I have on my desk at work.
Dude, I have a habit of when I'm at work, because I have a lot of free time at work, so I'm always writing Post-it notes of things that I need to remember for when I get back home. So I get home, and then I end up putting like the Post-it note on like the counter in my bathroom. So like my bathroom counter is just filled with Post-it notes. So I'm like, oh god. I go in there and I'm like, why do I have all this in here?
Yeah, no. Shaddai, FBC Firebreak, are you interested in this game?
Okay, I knew I'm like, okay, interested. No, I'm not. Because for some reason, I'm like, I don't want to make a mistake. And that's why I was looking at my cell phone. It reminds me of Crossfire X.
What?
No,
because I'm like, wait a minute, because Remedy was involving to that. But I was reading, and it says, therefore, the team partnered with Microsoft to create console version and trusted Remedy Entertainment for
Campaign.
For the campaign. That's why I got confused. I'm like, the campaign, but I guess Smilegate did the multiplayer because that was bad. That was really bad. So I'm very skeptical. I'm very skeptical about this one because I know they did Alan Wake, Nightmare, whatever, which that was a multiplayer, whatever. I don't know what you want to call it. I'm still skeptical. I'm not.
The American Nightmare. Yeah.
Yeah, American Nightmare.
That was a slice of Metric, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
But I'm like, nope. I'm still skeptical. After playing Crossfire X, I know it's the campaign, but remember they do have, I think that was their. They were trying to learn how to do a first-person shooter, and no, I'm skeptical about this one. I don't know, so I'm not into it. That's a Zero Company also game. Nope, sorry, pass.
All right, Shaddai's out. Because this is coming to Game Pass, I'm definitely, I have my crew that I play co-op games with, and I definitely I'm going to add this to the co-op list that we play and see if we like it. I mean, you never know. We might love it. We might not. I don't know. It looks interesting. It looks chaotic, which I love because me and my friends yell at each other when we play like, but then we finally get into a groove, and it's so much fun. So this game looks like a more action-y, what's that Souls-like shooter, Shaddai?
You mean Remnant?
Yeah, it looks like a more action-y Remnant where like you have to pay attention to what's going on.
Actually, no. This is more like Back 4 Blood type.
No, if this is like Back 4 Blood, I'm definitely not playing this trash.
Because that's I didn't know Monster were actually sticky papers. I didn't know that.
what?
See, look, when you kill them, it's sticky papers.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh.
It's interesting.
Oh, right there. See?
Oh, he just floated on a chair. What the heck? They're coming down on the barber chairs. Oh my god.
See,
I found the game. I found the game I was thinking of. It's called Ember.
Ember.
Ember. EMBR. Ember. That was the one I was thinking of.
Let me see. Ember trailer. Only the movie Ember comes up. Let's see. Ember game trailer.
EMBR. It's not spelled correctly. So
how is it?
EMBR.
Oh, Ember.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't play this. I can already tell you, just based on the art style, I would not play this, Terry.
But anyways, that's the one I was thinking of with fire.
Okay, you suggest this.
Dude, it was chaotic, and I was playing. It's a chaotic co-op. Well,
People are going down water slides while they're trying to fight fires. What the hell? Okay, yeah, no.
Oh man, it's a cute little game. If you got kids, for those of you in the chat, you got kids, and you want to play a little cutesy, little chaotic, little co-op game, play Ember.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, let's see. Freddie Fox, shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says Sega needs to remake Burning Rangers. Absolutely, they do. Gaybon Jesse says, is this the game of the developer that talks smack about Xbox? Maybe. Maybe. Well, it was rumored that he talked smack, but there was no recording or anything of it saying it, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Chad Walker says, Alama, it was an indie spotlight that Terry cannot remember. Yeah. She's done like over 100 of them, man. Come on.
Give me a break, Chad.
My name is Captain Kid says, have you ever played This Is the Police? It's a really good strategy game voiced by Max Pinga.
This is the police. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, God.
Come on.
The sticky nose. Woo, woo.
Shout out to Jason Max. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, just remember, Xbox is number one. Yeah. All right, here we go. So Cyber Gunter says, you're fighting the hiss and you escalate the challenge. So they're not zombies, Terry. They're the hiss. Come on, get it right.
They're mean sticky papers. I get it.
The hiss, huh?
Shout out to Splendor first. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, good morning, y'all. Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Splendor.
Cougarman says, Terry, I love the Xbox Lite you have. Also, actually, you have a nice hat. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I have the Xbox achievement trophy too.
Ooh, there you go. Dang. Achievement unlocked. And she also has a kitty right there.
Yeah,
but
that's a new game. Yeah, but that's straight too. You know what I mean? That's straight too.
All right, so FBC Firebreak. Anybody got anything else to say about it? Nope. All right, moving on to the main show here. All right, I'm gonna start off here.
So, well, how about they just put he's sticky notes, right? So why don't they just let him burn instead of trying to put the fire out and shooting him with a gun? Just burn it. It's paper.
I think it's because the bean is using the sticky notes as a shield, maybe?
Just burn him.
I'm just saying maybe, okay? I'm just saying.
Look, he's literally blowing the fire out, so clearly he's afraid of it. Burn him.
Cougarman says, I've never seen the achievement trophy. Where did you get it?
The Xbox store, same place I got the sign. They were selling them both. I just waited for a sale, though, because they're a little overpriced, honestly, so I was waiting for a sale.
Awesome. There you
they're
go.
kind of made out of some kind of pretty cheap plastic. They're not worth the full price.
How dare you? All right, moving on here. So I don't know if you guys know, but there's this game called Clair Obscur Expedition 33 that launched everywhere, but it's day one on Xbox Game Pass. And even though it's on the Xbox Game Pass, they have sold 1 million copies.
1 million copies.
And we got someone that's playing it.
You got an Xbox Cup too.
That is cool. And we got someone that's playing it, and he's going to tell us all about what he thinks. Shaddai, take it away, brother. What do you think so far?
Yo, I am one of those million, as you can see right here.
You're one in a million, Shaddai.
Yes, I'm 1 in a million. Yes.
With those Sansui graphics.
Hey, but at least it says 1 million Sansui players. That's what.
Tell us what you think about Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
What, dude? I think the game looks phenomenal. It has a blend of Souls.
Yeah.
Souls, Final Fantasy X, Lost Odyssey. Then when I read a article this morning, they trying to I guess they blended Devil May Cry-ish in there because I was gonna say this to Terry, which it bothers me to say, but I can't deny it's a great game. They're made by ex-Ubisoft employees, so I can't deny it's a really good game.
What I'm hearing is the staff behind the great games that Ubisoft has great talent, and you love Ubisoft created games. Without the Ubisoft
only this one, only this one. The other one, well, I can't say because I like Assassin's Creed Origins, but yes, the game is phenomenal. I love it. The story is very engaging. it has everything from Tiny. There's a place that it reminds me of Tiny Tina's. It's not art style.
You do know that the South Park games are Ubisoft too. You know that, right? Sticky Truth.
Well, like I was saying,
come on, man! I know you like those games. You try to act like you only like one Ubisoft game. Get out of here!
Well, no, I'll be honest.
You're secretly a fan.
Seen it? No, let's put it this way. I seen it, never played it, but I did play Child of Light. I can't deny that. So that is pretty much your abilities tree right there.
I love the character design. Like, she looks awesome.
Yes, they're really phenomenal. They really dedicated a lot of time. Remember, this is made under Unreal Engine 5. That's the studio's first game they ever released under Kepler. But I've been doing, let me see, I played 14 hours and 40 minutes. I'm still grinding level 21. There's a place that's the one that you're showing. That's actually the part that I'm in a little bit further. The monster that is there is supposed to be, it says danger to me. I'm like, oh, let me see, because I was on level 12 and I decided to enter. See, that's the part that reminds me of Tiny Tina's. Because like the world goes up and that area that he's trying to go is water based. That one right there, that's actually water, and it looks insane. Like the graphics on that area is insane.
The best part about this game though, it's not $60, is it?
It's $40.
$40.
Wow.
It's $40. So that water, see, when I enter that, I'm like, no way it looks like this. It is really, really.
So is it possible to play through this game without? Because my understanding is this game has like world stuff that you need other people to play. Like, can you play through the game without doing that stuff?
What do you mean, like a co-op?
Because let's say, down the road, this game, you might not play like me.
It's a co-op game.
Let's say I don't get to this game for a long time, right? You guys were talking off before we went live. You were talking about how you need like 20 people to beat a boss, right? So what happens if you don't get to this game and then is this game become unplayable if there's not enough players?
No, sorry. That was about 33 Immortals.
I must have said yes. Yeah, because I'm
not
like,
Expedition 33,
okay. Okay. You're talking about a different. Okay.
It's not Immortal 33.
So this is just a single. This is just a single player.
It's just a single player RPG. Cool. I'm gonna call it FRPG because it's French. So
I don't care if it's French, but like,
no, but because remember they always call it WRPG because of Western JRPG. So I'm gonna call it FB because it's French.
This is an ERPG, European RPG.
You can call it like that. Yes, you could call it like that.
Europe is part of Western civilization, right? So
what?
Yes.
If you want to put it that way, yes.
Think about it. When you think of Western dragons, you're thinking of a European dragon. You're not
American dragons. I don't know what you're talking about.
Those are European dragons. Like knights of
the eagle dragons.
Kind of dragons, man. Why do you think? What do you think when you think of like Western fantasy? They're always like British people. Come on.
No, but actually, this game, it does. You could tell that there's a lot of love to this game. Like they really wanted it. Like I said, when I read the article that says, you could read their favorite games. Like 70% of the staff, they love either Final Fantasy or Elden Ring. That's the only thing that they like. So I could tell that it does have some Elden Ring's element in here. Like I said, the flags are pretty much like your checkpoints or to upgrade your abilities. But it will tell you, do you want to sleep? It will regain the enemies that you kill. It will revive the enemies back. The only down part that I don't like is from point A to point B, which is, let's say, your middle part of the map. you could only see 4 enemies. You kill them, and then you don't see nothing until probably the other half. And I'm like, it seems to me like there's not a lot of enemies in here.
Oh, so the combat starts like an action RPG where you have like Chrono Trigger used to be. Where you have to touch the enemies and then the combat starts.
You shoot them because it becomes like some way of shooter, because you press the L on the LT button to actually point and you start shooting, like Call of Duty style. So you could stun your enemies, and when you press the RB button, he throws like a whoosh type whatever air, and then that's when you get your preemptive strike. That's the only way that you could do it. You stun them, press RB, and then you could get like your first attack. But I see like there are not a lot of enemies for you to level up, so you have to grind back and forth between point A to the flag, revive them again, and then go back and forth, so you could actually gain
like a Souls game,
yeah, like that. So, but they're not. I mean, I'm like, it's like Tales. I'm like, Tales of Arise have more enemies, but it responds itself back. That many enemies, but 4 or 5, you kill them and then go back to the flag and revive them. I'm like, in a linear game, it's pretty rough.
It is rough.
Yeah, and I'm
so a lot of people, sorry, should I?
No,
let me check in with the chat real quick, and we'll get back to you. Should I?
See, rest.
Splendiferous says yes. He's also a 1 in a million too, man. Nothing like him at all. Jago Coogan says Expedition 33 is definitely Game of the Year material. Story, gameplay, controls, voice acting, graphics, all 9 out of 10. And he agrees with Shaddai. It's definitely an FRPG with all the French accents from some of the NPC characters.
Yeah.
Jesse James didn't like it though. He said I uninstalled 33, didn't like vibe with it. There you go. So shout out to Jesse James. Thank you so much for being here.
They're not used to the strategy. They're not into the strategy game type.
And shout out to Jago Cookin as well. Thank you so much for being here. You are also the real MVP. Appreciate you being here, buddy. So, it could be a Game of the Year contender. So, going to OpenCritic, and again, I like OpenCritic because it uses the ratings from all the platforms to give it one true rating. There's only been 3 games that have scored in the 90s, and Clair Obscur right now is the highest scoring game of the year.
Wow.
That game is.
So, Shaddai, the highest scoring now that doesn't mean it's going to be a Game of the Year contender. If you remember, Forza Horizon 5 was the highest scoring game of its respective year and wasn't a Game of the Year contender. Is Clair Obscur so far being the highest scoring game a Game of the Year contender in your eyes?
Okay. I'm going to put it until, let's put it June. I know there's nothing else released there, but let's put it this way. From June.
Doom is nothing to you? How dare
you?
I
don't know. That's the reason why. See, that's the reason why you just brought it up. I can't really say it's Game of the Year. Yes, a contender. But then you have Doom coming along the lines, which it will overshadow Expedition 33. So, yes, it is a contender, but then you have Doom. So it's really, really hard. And then you have Split. Let's use this one. It's better off. Let's use this one. Split Fiction, when it released, everybody said it's a Game of the Year, contender. The same thing for Kingdom Come. And then for Blueprint. I'm going to leave it up to those 3 only. Those are really, we're talking about one RPG, and then you have another RPG. That's rough. And then
you have Split Fiction, which is a co-op action adventure. And then you have Blueprints, which is a puzzle game.
No, but that's the thing. Split Fiction never fails because it's by Heist Light. A Way Out. It was a really good game. It Takes Two took Game of the Year.
Yeah.
So they really have it rough. Like really, really rough. And they
2025 is cooking, baby.
And then, like you said, Doom, the Dark Ages coming up. Yeah, it's gonna get overshadowed in an instant like that. They have it rough. A good start for a brand new studio, yes, but for being Game of the Year contender, no, because you do have the other half. You don't know what's coming on. Then you got Outer Worlds too. So no,
Yeah,
Good
I don't think
start,
Outer Worlds
but-
is going to be a Give Me the Year contender because it's going to get Xbox tax. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. But yeah, right now, out of those 4, including blueprints, yeah, it's rough. It's really good start. I give them that. Good start. Yes, contender. But it will not make it as an official contender.
All right, let's see. Game on Jesse says, "Give me the year's GTA 6. Let's just crown it now."
Oh my god, if that ever happens, yeah, everybody dies right there.
And shout out to Game on
Yeah,
Jesse.
doesn't
Thank you so
matter.
much for being here. You are the real MVP. Dreadful is in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Says, "Good morning, everyone." Good morning, Dread. Thank you so much for being here. Now, I just want to point out another thing, right? Clair Obscur, Game Pass. Blueprint, Game Pass. I think Citizen Sleeper 2, also Game Pass, right? I think. And I think that's it as far as the ones
Ender
I'm
Magnolia.
aware of.
Oof, Ender Magnolia. I play Ender Lilies. I didn't know
So
it came
Game
out.
Pass is also cooking here, man. I mean, look at this. 3 out of the top, 9, 10, 11, 12 games?
But I'm very surprised.
Let me open up my Game Pass app. Make sure
Yeah,
that some of these are
but
on here.
what's the score for Oblivion?
Nobody cares. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa,
We already went past that topic, Shaddai. Don't go backwards.
No, I'm talking about the score.
No.
I'm talking about the score, like 86 or so. No, because if that's the case, it would have been somewhere along the line for RPGs, but not Game of the Year. I don't want Remake Remastered to be Game of the Year. That's a separate genre topic. That's a different topic.
Yeah. All right, let's see. All right, so Kingdom Come is not on Game Pass. What's Keep Driving? I don't even know what that one is.
Yeah, when you drive.
That one's also not on Game Pass. I don't see it. Let's see. Monster Hunter, I know is that. The 100 Line. What is that? Never heard of it. Nope, doesn't come up. Let me see. Nope, no 100 Line. Bionic Bay. I don't know what some of these games are. No Bionic. I want to say that Citizen Sleeper 2. Yep, Citizen Sleeper is on Game Pass. Citizen Sleeper and Citizen Sleeper 2, which I have tried to play and I just can't get into them. I want to get into these high rated games, but man.
I got to play that Ender Magnolia. Man, the first one was good.
Was it? Expelled's not on Game Pass. I know 2 Points not on Game Pass, and let's see, Ender.
No, Ender Magnolia
Ender.
is not. No.
All right, so so I was right. All right, so the 3 games are Expedition, Blueprints, and Citizen Sleeper 2, all on Game Pass. So I mean, man, if you're a Game Pass subscriber, you're getting some of the highest rated games of the year, including a potential Game of the Year competitor in Clair Obscur Day 1. Terry, are you happy with your subscription giving you these Game of the Year contenders?
They're doing great. I mean, I'm not fully utilizing my subscription right now. Right now, Xbox is just taking my money, and I'm not doing enough gaming. but
Terry, if you feel like giving away money, I am right here for you. I am here for you. I will support you by taking your money.
I'm just saying, like I've been playing. I just been playing Shadows, and I own it. Like I didn't, before they even didn't they put that on Game Pass 2 now? I think maybe
which one?
Shadows.
What?
Assassin's Creed Shadows, isn't that also coming to Game Pass? I don't even know.
It probably will eventually, but not at the moment.
I don't know.
So yeah, I don't think it is.
I haven't played any Game Pass games in a good while, so
I know that.
I'm just paying for Ultimate and not playing anything. So that's my life right now.
Terry, I am here for you. I am here for you. You feel like giving away money.
Oh man.
I'm like, I could block one, but I get hit like 5 behind it. I'm like, God, jeez, okay. Yeah, you have to learn how to dodge and parry.
I'm very good at dodging, but parrying is my weakness.
I am the parry king. I will do this.
No,
I would rather dodge than try to sit there and parry.
No, and the thing is that there is a monster that does both. So I could dodge, but the second one is a parry, or you gotta jump. That one I could tell is a Devil May Cry type, because you have to jump to dodge and press RT to counter attack. So it has a blend of a lot of things. I see you playing Halo Wars 2. That's a lie.
No, Halo Wars 2 is my go-to, man. I play that one every week. I play that one every week.
Dimension, I did that one too.
Oh, apparently there's some streaming issues. Sorry, everybody. My apologies.
Did it froze?
Jesse James says stream freezing for anyone else, but then Dan says, okay, it's not just me. I'm sorry about that. I have no idea what's going on. Apologize.
That's why xCloud is not the best.
I guess as long as I'm not the server, you'll be okay. All right, so Clair Obscur. Terry, you're gonna play it.
I think this looks cool. I'm interested in it for sure. I will play it. It's gonna be a hot wait before I get to it, but this is cool.
And Shaddai, you never give me a straight answer. Give me the year contender, yes or no.
Yes.
All right, there you go.
I'm
definitely gonna play.
So yes.
Do you have to play as this guy, or can you switch between the characters?
You could switch by clicking your left analog stick.
Okay, sweet. Okay, I'm even more interested now.
Simultaneously, you could do that.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
I'm not gonna say. That's your character. Put it that way. That's your third character.
So yeah, I'm actually so happy that this game is doing well because I was so interested in it. I was so like, oh, please be good, please be good. And I was thinking in my head, please be good, like an 8.
Right?
I'm telling you, that's why xCloud is not great. Look, he's showing it right now.
I never have issues with xCloud ever.
So why is it slow the streaming now? See?
Yeah, I'm not xCloud. Calm down, should I?
Sensui,
you get out of here. So there you go. 1 million copies sold. Yeah, it's on Game Pass. It's a Game of the Year contender from a brand new studio of ex-Ubisoft employees. It's French, right? So you can experience
croissant.
This is like better than this is like a super fluffy croissant.
A
croissant.
Oh my God, you're being. Does anybody who's French here? I'm sorry.
No, and you know what? I'm very surprised that they sold 1 million within 2 days after that crazy Oblivion shadow drop. So they did great. You can't deny that. They did great.
Yeah. So there you go. Apparently we got new stop motion streaming. So yeah, we are freezing. Oh, yeah.
Then we might want to wrap it up then.
Let's just wrap it up then. All right, so Terry, that's how we feel, but we had a poll. How does the chat feel?
Is Clair Obscur Expedition 33 a Game of the Year contender? 60%. I haven't played it yet.
Blasphemy!
33% say it's awesome, and 6% say it sucks.
What?
Yeah.
Dang.
This is for turn-based fans.
No, I'm interested in it for sure.
Yeah, believe me, you're gonna love it. You're gonna really love it.
All right, but with all that being said, guys, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. Of course, we wouldn't be able to do this show without you guys, the chat. And that's right, you guys, the chat will always be the MVP to all of the shows here on the Iconic Video Games channel. And with that being said, we are out. I'm Axel1324.
And I'm Cool Cat Terry.
And I'm Eternal Shaddai.
And we'll catch you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.